What up, what up, what up? It's your boy Bionic. And today marks 1 full year. 1 year since I was fired from my job. Now, I wish I could say, oh, things are going great, this, that, and the third. And I shouldn't even say fired, I should say freed, really. You know, I ain't really been struggling like that. Rent still paid, lights still on, car still running, you know what I'm saying? So I'm extremely thankful. I'm extremely blessed. But I'm just laughing at how things have played out across the board based on why I got fired, right? So I got fired because of a some kind of accusation of sexual misconduct, right? Now, I don't know the who, I don't know the what. I just know that some complaint was made and I was suspended pending an investigation, and then I was fired like 5, 6 days later. Never got a call, never got any, you know what I'm saying? Never got any information about what happened, how things played out, what was said, nothing. Now, I have my assumptions on who the person may have been. I was a manager and I had to deal with a wait staff, and I had folk that were extremely lazy. I had folk that were, trying to always get over, trying to manipulate the system, trying to get out of these duties and that duties, and they run to other managers that wouldn't be closing to try to get their way on getting to leave early for certain things, this, that, and the third. I'm a no nonsense type of dude. I pride myself on doing the work. I pride myself on doing the work right. I pride myself on getting things done. And, of course, I have customers to tend to all the other stuff. So, rules are rules, you know what I'm saying? Let's go ahead and knock these things out. And I pride myself on structure. So, my assumption is that a particular person that I had pissed off one night on their birthday, not letting them leave early because they didn't do their due diligence, went and said something. Now, what couples with that is that later on, somebody close to me that was working in the kitchen, this person was venting to them, talking about, oh, I want to quit, but I want to get unemployment. And, you know what I'm saying? But I might want to come back later. And they were told, well, people always come back. They quit and they always come back. So that shouldn't be an issue. But as far as unemployment, you can't get unemployment if you quit. Plus, Sandy still hasn't gotten unemployment because they fighting him on that because of his situation. That person then went and tried to tell one of the other managers that this person was causing a hostile work environment. So that right there lets me know, okay, you're the guilty party. Now, funny thing about it is that person since got fired. The GM of the spot wouldn't let anybody fire anybody except for him. Like he who he wouldn't take anybody's word for anything. He thought that everybody was out to get, like, especially me. He thought I was out to get people, and oh, you taking this personal, blah blah blah. Business is business, bro. You should know that. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, this person wound up getting fired a few weeks later. I don't know why. Maybe not showing up, maybe not showing up on time, maybe not doing their job, maybe leaving early. I don't know. But they wound up getting fired. And then it's even funnier because later on, they wound up getting arrested for a failure to appear. And then got arrested again because they had meta glasses on in a jail trying to record everything and posted it on Facebook. So they got a felony charge for that. Now, whether there was a conviction, all the other stuff, I don't know. But then it's also funny to me that, like I said, that GM, he's dealing with some sexual misconduct issues now. He still has a job, though. Funny enough, he left in December and took a hiatus and wound up coming back second week of March. Now, yeah, from like the week before Christmas to the second week of March, he was gone. This ain't the first time he's done that. This man takes 6-week, 9-week, 12-week long vacations all the time, multiple times a year. You know what I'm saying? Like literally, this dude might work 8 months out the year, maybe 9. You know what I'm saying? Meanwhile, folk like me were working 9 days straight, 11 days straight sometimes, trying to keep things up and running. But it's not like they can't run the spot without him because he doesn't do anything. He doesn't write reports. He didn't really know his staff like that. But he always went to bat for him when they came crying to him because he overruled everybody else's decision on people that dealt with them day in, day out, minute in, minute out, and all this other stuff. But he's dealing with his own sexual allegations, which is hilarious to me, but he still has a job. Another manager was caught. Uh, he paid some girl for something in one of the back rooms, side rooms, excuse me, and then wound up getting that service rejected and getting another service, if you will. There's another manager now from an employee. That employee no longer works there, but he still works there. This ain't the first time he's done stuff like that either. He's had his people that he's let work for free and, kind of just allowed people to wiggle and manipulate and do all this other stuff and just kind of let them do whatever, which made folk like me's job a little bit harder. Then you have another manager who is very verbally abusive to people. And he claims that he owns the spot and all this other stuff. So a lot of people are afraid to address him or afraid to report him because they think he's the owner when there ain't no owner. Like, there's no single owner. But, he still has a job. And I've heard some sexual misconduct things in reference to him as well. But he still has a job. There was only one manager there that was clean. And unfortunately, he's the hardest working person in that building. And unfortunately, he had a health scare and he's currently out. And I'm laughing not at him because I want him to heal up. I want him to do well. But I'm also laughing at the GM in the position that he put this place in because he don't know how to run nothing. He don't know how to do no paperwork, no orders, no inventory, nothing. He don't know how to do contracts. He don't know how to do nothing other than sign a payroll and read a payroll sheet. That's it. It is what it is. I'm still here. I'm still standing. I'm still living. They still there. They still living. So, but it was just something that I wanted to get off my chest and vent about. Outside of that, new Ayleemusic. It's out now. Sweet Days of Summer. That's the new joint. You know what I'm saying? Ayleemusic.com, Solo.To/Ayleemusic. Go get all the music. Like, share, subscribe. And I'll holler back at y'all later. And if y'all got any other questions, like I got stories on stories on stories, yo. Like, I've also heard that, this wasn't my first incident with somebody. That, there was another incident where a girl said that I lunged at her. And I was investigated for that. But the footage showed that I threw my hands up and turned around. But they never addressed the fact that this bartender came from behind the bar to address me. They also never talked about how she let a customer walk out without paying for drinks, an absorbent amount for drinks, when we don't do cash tabs. Everything needs to be accounted for. Everything needs to be put on a credit card. She let this dude walk out drunk as hell. Somebody went to go get the dude. I told him, no, come back. That's not his job. She came to me, spazzed out on me. I tried to get her to the side, like, hey, let's take this off the floor. No, get away from me. Fine, I turned around and walked away. I got suspended. She still works there. Needless to say, the guy that walked out never paid, wound up getting arrested for drunken and disorderly because of something that happened outside of them trying to address him dealing with paying that tab. But again, it's my fault and I don't have a job. These are the people. And this is why a lot of times when you do the right thing, you're not commended for it. But continue to do the right thing, people. I'll holler back. All right? Peace.